Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious asparagus cream risotto. This risotto is one of the best ever. Yeah, I've tried a lot of risotto recipe, but I'm giving this my number one go. So let's get to the cooking. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using for this recipe. I have my asparagus already clean. That is onion, some salt, olive oil, black pepper, some butter, white wine, dry cooking white wine, rice for risotto. I'm also going to be using vegetable broth, which I'm cooking right now. I'm using homemade vegetable broth, but if you can't use homemade, please use the commercial one. Okay, so I'm going to slice or cube that asparagus in cube. So just cut them because I'm going to be cooking them with onion and salt. So I'm going to go ahead now to add a few onion inside, add a little bit of salt and a little water and allow them to cook for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, I will take them out of the heat, allow to rest before blending them to cream. So that is the asparagus cooking there. Now I'm going to start with the rice. I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin of olive oil and add about a table and half a spoon of butter. If you don't want to use butter, you can skip the butter, okay? You can use only olive oil to make this, but I love the flavor of butter. So I'm going to allow that to melt and our asparagus is fully cooked, so I'm taking that out of the heat. So back to the butter and oil, I'm going to add the onion now and allow them to saute for a couple of minutes, like 2 to 3, 4 minutes. Then I will add the rice. So I'm adding the rice now and I'm going to roast that rice for 3 minutes, just the rice without water, okay? Allow them to roast for 3 minutes before adding the wine. So now I'm going to add my wine into the rice and allow the wine to evaporate. Allow the alcohol to cook out just for a minute before adding the vegetable broth you're using. So as you can see, everything, the alcohol is fully evaporated, almost dry. Now I'm going to start adding my homemade vegetable broth inside the rice. I'm going to continue adding the broth inside the rice until the rice is fully cooked. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead to blend my asparagus now. So to blend the asparagus, I'm going to be using a couple of teaspoons of cheese. This is Parmesan cheese. You can use grano, depends the flavor you want to use. So I'm adding about 3 teaspoons inside there and I'm going to add a little bit of the water they were cooked on, blend them to cream and set that aside. Back to the rice, I tested the rice and the salt wasn't enough. You remember, this is homemade vegetable broth. But if you're using commercial one, please be careful with salt. So I just added a little bit of salt. Continue stirring them until they are almost cooked. That is when I'm going to be adding the asparagus cream, which is right now. So I'm going to add that into this rice, stir them, and put the lid on. I love to put the lid on at the end of the, when the rice is almost cooked. I love to put the lid on and allow them to stay for a couple of minutes. So this is after like 4 to 5 minutes. I just took the lid out, giving them a quick stir. Then after then, I'm going to be adding the formaggio, as it's called in Italy, which is cheese. If you don't like cheese, you can use butter, okay? Butter gives it a nice flavor as well. So test if the rice is good cooked enough. Remember, your risotto don't have to be too soft, because if it's too soft, it's impossible to eat. So make sure that risotto, that rice is not too soft and not too hard. It has to be between hard and soft, okay? When you get to the consistency, you will know. So after adding the cheese, I'm going to turn off the heat. Yeah, turn off the heat at this point and allow the heat from the rice, like the heat from the rice, to melt the cheese, okay? So that is it, guys. This rice, my god, I don't know how to explain to you guys, but you need to give it a try. Trust me, you are going to love this food, and it's simple to put together. So now I'm dishing out the rice because it's fully cooked. Look at that color, so delicious. Get in my stomach. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please, if you do, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you all in my next video. God bless you all. Bye.